right, and next we wanted to take a look at the conflict between James Gunn and The Rock. There was an interview that James Gunn did recently where he was talking about the evolution of DC and the fallout that he had with The Rock, and they had different ideas of what the DC universe was going to be, and Black Adam bombed. Adam bombed. There was a lot of things that went wrong. But did you check out this interview at all, or just read a few snippets about it, Darren?
Yeah, I just read a few snippets, mate. So
yeah,
you'd be more clued in for sure.
He speaks well, though, and this isn't like a burial, that you can even point out, because he speaks well. But you read some stuff?
Yeah, a little bit, but yeah, it seems to be very complex. There's a lot of moving parts to their, I guess, disagreements. With this, so and as you mentioned to me before, and that, like you were saying about his Rock's ex-wife or whatever, being an agent or whatever, and then that whole thing blew up. So there's history there between them for sure, but like you said as well, it knocked at the time Henry Cavill out. But James Gunn is now what in the DC universe? Sorry.
He's the head creator.
See?
He's a writer. Like, he's the man that's going to be running everything. Yeah. I mean, Dwayne Johnson was Black Adam, but what he tried to do was sort of change the way the DCU was being operated, the things that were happening. He pushed for his character to be top dog by using his social media powers. And you know how powerful he is in social media. It was all Black Adam. And from the get-go, so he had all this extra power, which good for him, right? Like, that's the power of having your own name. But that's what made him so dangerous when he starts playing politics in the hallways with some of these guys and these executives.
You gotta stay. You gotta stay in your lane.
Sometimes you do, right? Like, he's a very ambitious person, and that's great. Like, he's ambitious in everything he does. When he goes to wrestling, he walks in there and he wants to, he wants to be the quarterback and run the show and this and that, right? Yeah. And he makes no qualms about it. He talks about it. Like, he likes to get involved. He doesn't just like to show up and just sit there and I'm gonna have a Sprite.
He's a showman.
Yeah, and he's a businessman, and he can be shrewd. And listen, there's a lot of that a lot of business people like this, as successful as this, are like that because they're shrewd. They're murderers. They're good at their brand, but they also know how to play the game of chess. Yeah, is the best way to put it.
Yeah, no, we had this conversation before as well when it comes to The Rock. I think a lot of us are at the moment, like, we're tired, we're rocked out. Let's be honest,
right?
But we love The Rock. Don't get me wrong. The Rock for me was an icon growing up. Like,
right? He was. Did you have his poster?
You damn fucking. You bet I did. It was always a conflict. Do I love Stone Cold? Do I love Undertaker? Do I love The Rock? But like, The Rock was always a showman. He was always cool. You know what I mean? But in his movies and that, I love. There's a lot of his movies where I'm like, okay, he's awesome. He's brilliant. He's built for the action movies for sure.
100%.
But then it gets to a point where you kind of rocked out a little bit, and I never really enjoyed him much as a lead, if I'm honest. And I guess it's just preference, right? If anything, but when you're trying to tweak something, it's a thing that
you're
really,
trying to bully your way into any, and
it's something that like doesn't need fixing.
Yeah, like on the wrestling end, he got heat earlier this year. I don't know if you know this, probably not, but he got a lot of heat on the wrestling end because he showed up during the WrestleMania build-up. Ooh. And had changes made, right? And this is not the first time that he did it. He did it last year as well. They tried to change the angle to where Cody Rhodes would give up his world title shot to The Rock or something like that. And then this year, they once again brought The Rock in during the path to WrestleMania, and it was just a little bit bizarre. And then he wasn't involved with Mania at all. Like, that was really, really strange. And there were rumblings that the rumors were that allegedly he had Gunn backstage, not literally, but maybe literally as well, but like through his connections and stuff, and basically try to secure his ideas over what was happening at the time, right?
Well, lack of a better saying, but it doesn't look like they like the smell of what he's cooking anymore.
Jesus Christ! But he's part owner of TKO. Those are the big guys that own the WWE. They play these motherfuckers like marbles, right? But he's part owner of the company, so he's got a lot of stroke. But that's what I mean. He's always tried to, in movies it's been the same way, but now you're seeing it more and more. There were the issues with the Fast and the Furious, the issues that he had with Vin Diesel, creatively and otherwise.
Yeah.
This is a man that has to double check the fight scene and make sure that Rock's character is getting 3 or 4 more punches than the bad guy. You know what I mean?
He's got to be prominent.
I don't go through tables.
He's like the Zlatan Ibrahimovic of the fucking movie world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's impossible.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want the job or not?
The Rock doesn't do auditions.
Yeah. It's like those people that come to your house to give you a quote on something and they're just nagging about everything. Like, it's going to take... I'm going to have to bring it on. You're like, yeah. Keep up the dramatics.
Like the window, like the window and door salesman.
Yeah, dude, keep up the theatrics. I'm still getting 3 quotes. Sir, do I have an offer for you? But I think it's okay to play chess. But sometimes you get burned, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I think what is not endearing about The Rock is he never plays into it. He'll never admit to something like that happening in not so open terms, right? It's okay to fail a few times. You're not going to succeed at everything. It's not always going to work out, and that's absolutely fine. But you'll find that the people that are willing to be like, yeah, I tried that and I lost money on it, those people over time are way more endearing to the fans because you're just being more real.
If you guys like this video, be sure to check out the rest of the channel and consider subscribing. Go even further and subscribe to Podcast Fresh wherever you listen to your podcast for new episodes every week.